Hey doc, I take 2 medications for high blood pressure and heart palpitations. How can I get off of them? All right, you got to go back. I mean, I'm gonna repeat this same concept multiple times to you guys. The key to this is all right, you're looking at the circulatory system. That's it, right? You got blood pressure issues and heart palpitations. There's a million things you can do, right? A million things you can do, but you got to figure out where your cause is. So I always like to go back to my core basics, right? I follow my triangle. Stress is the cause of all disease. Men are the cause of all stress. How many unruly men have you led in your life that have caused you problems? That's what you're looking for, right? So, Lan, you got to be better at this. So, what you want to do is you want to look at the mechanical side. Have I had any traumas, accidents, or injuries that might have induced this in the body? If you've not had that, check that off your box. Anything going on there is an adaptation. I like to run around to the nutrition side next, right? You go to the end, the nutrition, right? So you look at, all right, are there any chemicals, poisons, toxins that I've got in there? Well, how would you know? Look at your weight. That's the first way to tell. If you want to know if you have a chemical toxicity going on in the body, look at your weight. Start there. You do if you have a weight problem. 100%, there's no exception to that rule. The question is, are you feeling it? You may not, but it's there. Because you can't gain weight without some kind of chemical imbalance going on. You have too much coming in, the body can't get rid of it, so it stores it. It doesn't store it as rainbows and pink kittens. It stores it as poisons and toxins and fats and things that you pack away into your cells. So you look there first. If that's your problem, change it. Say, all right, I got to clean that up. If I clean that up, get my body back into a normal weight, then all of a sudden you're going to notice, wow, all my hormones start to shift downward and balance out as well. As they balance out, now your endocrine system starts getting better. Most blood pressure problems, are going to involve the thyroid to some degree. Because the thyroid is an endocrine organ that has a tremendous amount of influence over blood pressure, high or low. It's always in that fight somewhere. So do an old iodine test. This is one I like a lot. I had all my girls in my office do this recently, including myself. Get that old iodine, the orange stuff you paint on for wounds and stuff.
Yeah.
Go to the inside of your elbow. Paint a little 1-inch square right there in the morning. Just paint it on, blow that thing, let it get all dry, and just every hour throughout your day, glance down. Look to see if it gets absorbed rapidly. If this thing disappears, the old test said it's got to stay for 24 hours. 24 hours later, you should still see some iodine. It doesn't have to be super bone, but it should be some. If it's gone in an hour, there's a huge problem. Mm-hmm. If it's gone in 10 hours, there's a problem. So now you have a general idea, all right, my body might be a little bit iodine deficient. If it's iodine deficient, then the thyroid can't function properly. If the thyroid regulates blood pressure and can't function properly, who's watching the blood pressure? So this is a fun little test you can do to help yourself out. Heart palpitations fall under the same umbrella. It's just a signal trying to get to the heart that's not getting there adequately, right? Cardiology now has an entire field based around electrical signals going to the heart. They used to be cardiology. It's the heart. Okay, we do all of it. Now they decided, well, we're going to divide. We got one group that looks at the muscles and the heart. We got another group looking at the electrical stuff.
Electricians.
Okay? Basically, that's what it really is. So we come back then, all right, so there's a big electrical component here. Look at the electrical component. Where does the heart plug in? What do you do? So those are all things you can do. If you'll look at these basic core things and move them out of the way, nourish the body the way it needs, watch and see what happens to this. It may all go away. It's kind of simple.